Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and this is your Super Cup PSG versus Tottenham live watch along. I hope you're all doing very well. I don't remember how many Super Cup watch alongs I've actually done over the years, but I'll explain why I want to do this one. Two reasons. One, I really like PSG, and two, I'm really intrigued to watch Tottenham under Thomas Frank. So still 0-0. 22 minutes gone. Here's Kudos. Richarlison's run's not a bad one. Oh, and he gets the shot off and Chevalier tips it over the bar. I say he gets the shot off. He wasn't in the box. It was from outside the box. But it was a good breakaway. Good early chemistry there between Kudos and Richarlison. Another good cross. Terrible shot. Dembele. You're not going to win a Ballon d'Or with shots like that. I mean, really, he should do better. In the box, on his left foot, on the bounce, over the bar. Great save, Chevalier, but he can't save that! And it's Van der Ven! And it's 1-0 to Spurs! And they've forced it into the back of the goal! And Spurs lead against the champions of Europe in Italy. And it's Van der Ven, bellissimo! That's a goal. Well, Chevalier made a very good save onto the bar, but there was no problems for Spurs players to anticipate. A long ball. Could be an offside. Doubt it. Hope not. Yeah, up they go. Little bit of a lucky deflection. But look, Van der Ven reacts quick. Marquinez, there won't be a foul there. I think it was Paulinho who got the shot off. Great save by Chevalier, but Van der Ven is there to make it 1-0. You can't argue with that. Game on. I said this game needed a goal. It's got a goal. It's got a goal and it's a Spurs goal. Well, I wouldn't say thoroughly deserved, but I think we deserved a goal. Van der Ven. If he can stay fit, one of the best defenders in the Prem. Yeah, Kean the Boss 287 says, who is your black horse of the season, Mark? So, yeah, my dark horse of the season is going to be Spurs. I rate Thomas Frank, and they have got some players. Scrog says, I love the look of Kudos, real live wire and keeps attacks alive. He was a good player at West Ham. It's just West Ham weren't very good. Spurs are winning a lot of 50-50s in the box. And hit the post. Oh, Kudos. Richarlison wins the header. Kudos gets on the end of it. And it hits the post. Could have been 2-0. Almost 2-0. PSG are struggling. They're struggling here. They are struggling. There's no lie about it. Oh my God. Get Donnarumma back in goal now. What a cock up. What an absolute prat. He's got olive oil on his hands. Chevalier. Oh, Donnarumma will be jumping around with a very excited face. That was absolutely a nightmare. That was absolutely disaster. I'm rubbing my eyes. Is it an honouring goal? Because that is rubbish by Chevalier. Absolutely terrible. I mean, I saved that. I legitimately saved that. It's crap goalkeeping. So basically, Romero's headed it down from the edge of the 6-yard box at an angle. And what he's tried to do is, as it's bouncing up, is flip it over the bar with two hands. And he's got olive oil on his hands. And it's gone in. It's crap goalkeeping, that is. And you know what? Isn't it funny how in football these things tend to happen? You high profile kick out Donnarumma and the replacement makes an absolute clanger. But beyond that, let's not forget, Spurs are winning. I've played the game. Spurs are winning here. They're 2-0 up. Not because we'll finish better than Arsenal. I thought he'd scored again. Another header on the back post. Danzo this time. Keeper looks like he's all over the place. He's like a towel in the wind. Like a candle in the wind. Good blocks. Goal. PSG. Is it an offside though? Yeah, another offside. They're doing better though, PSG. They are doing better, but it's offside. That means miles off. Hey, it's another trophy for Spurs. I mean, what it's like they say, isn't it? You know, you wait for a bus for ages, and then 2 turn up at once. And look, this is a legitimate trophy. The Super Cup is a legitimate trophy. It's not a charity thing. It's not the bloody Snapdragon Cup. This is a legitimate trophy for Spurs. With Palace winning trophies and Spurs as well, do you think big pressers on Arsenal this season? Says Swedish Home Gang. I don't think... I don't want to be blunt about this, but you know I will. If your mate is basically going out on regular dates with a 5 or a 6 out of 10, and you're hanging around with 9 out of 10s, and you know they hit first base before you, you're operating at a different level. Arsenal have been semi-final of the Champions League and second in the Premier League. Crystal Palace have won the FA Cup and Spurs have won the Europa League. So whilst Arsenal aren't winning trophies and they do need to win them, I think you've also got to also give appreciation to the reality of what Arsenal are trying to win, because they are on a different level. Now, the only thing I would say is that, look, Arsenal were in the FA Cup, but it's very difficult to win the FA Cup when you are into the latter stages of the Champions League and in a title race, technically. So it's a big season for Arsenal, but I wouldn't be that concerned about what Spurs and Crystal Palace are doing. I classed them as a friend. Lovely cross, but headed away. Spurs have defended really well. They used to do goal, 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 and it's a good goal. Absolute banger. Vitinha. What a hit. Absolute rocket. Was it Vitinha? No, they're showing Vitinha. It was Kang In. Sorry. I've just literally mugged him off. He did run past Vitinha, and then they stayed on Vitinha. But it wasn't Vitinha. It was an absolute banger. Edge of the box. Vitinha plays it to him. One touch. Bang. Look, what a goal. What a goal. Well, we've got a little bit of excitement here. Goal! 2-2 in the 3rd minute of stoppage. Do we get extra time? Or do we go straight to penalties? Spurs doing a Spursy thing here. It's Gonzalo Ramos. It's 2-2. And, well, PSG may be a tired team, but they are a level team. Does this go straight to penalties? It can't go to extra time. They can't be doing extra time at the start. No, seriously, they can't be going to extra time in a pre-season bloody friendly game. Well, no, it's not a pre-season friendly. Could be an element of offside here. What did I say? People write off PSG at their peril. It's a lovely cross by Dembele. It's a lovely finish by Ramos. Hakimi into Dembele. What a header. Solanke steps up first. 1 step, penalty taker. He's quite good at penalties. I'd back him to score this. And it was a good penalty. Put it high as well. Remember I spoke to you about this before. Anybody who's playing football at the weekend or a penalty taker, if you can figure out how to confidently put it high, keepers can't save it. Vitinha next against Vicario. Vicario looks big. Vitinha, he's watching though. He's all about the eyes. Lovely pen. Whoa, he's missed. Sent Vicario the wrong way and then misses the goal. My God. Never understand that. How do you miss the whole goal? I thought he'd scored. You know, I just watched the goalkeeper. He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way and then misses the bloody goal. You can do all that to get back into it. And as Sage says, what a shit penalty. Bentancur. I think he'll blast this. I think he'll go high as well. It's going to go to the goalkeeper's right with height. Told you. I've played the game. I could tell by his... Ben Foster taught me this. You can figure out a lot of penalties by the way they stand. Ramos next for PSG. Needs to score. And it's a good one again. Height. I think he went down the middle, didn't he? 2-1 on penalties. Tottenham step up for their third. Yeah, smashed it straight down the middle. Now taken out. I mean, that does work a lot of the time now. If you smash it with height down the middle, not a lot of goalkeepers just stand up. Oh, I wasn't looking. Van der Ven. Van der Ven. You know what? Statistically, I would love to know how many penalty shootouts are lost when you don't miss first. Momentum back with PSG now. Crap penalty by Van der Ven. Low, not near the corner. If you're going to go low, he should have gone the other way, because with a left-footed corner into that corner, you're always going to be too central because you're curling it that way. You should have curled it. It should have gone the other way. Dembele to level it up. 3-3. 2-2. Sorry. Third penalty. They've both missed, but this is PSG's third penalty. Good penalty. Now taken out. 2 from 2 for both teams. Penalty 4. Here we go. Tell. Central run up. Moves to the right. Good penalty. Oh, he's done it as well. He's done it as well. It's literally Vitinha. How are they missing? You know what? I think they're focusing on the goalkeeper too much. Spurs have bottled a 2-0 lead, and they're now bottling a lead in the penalties. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. But they have handed the initiative to the French champions and European champions. And it's Lee Kang-in stepping up. He scored a bloody good goal with his left foot. Now, what he should do is what Van der Ven didn't. He should go to the keeper's right. If you go to his left, the angle isn't as good. See, that's exactly what I meant. If you go that side, you're curling it in towards the goal. Whereas if you go the other way, like Van der Ven did, you're curling it centrally away. Good penalty. So that means Spurs have got to score, and then Vicaria's got to save the last one. Welcome to Tottenham, Thomas. They've tanked it. Thomas the Tank Engine. They've tanked this. It's a shame. I think Spurs look good, though. I do think they look good, and the Super Cup's not going to define them. Spurs need to score this to stay in it. It's Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Come on. Pedro Porro. Here he comes, Pedro Porro. He'll put it high. Oh, it's a lovely penalty. Porro. That's the best of the lot. The best of the lot. Lovely penalty. Actually, it wasn't as much in the top corner as I thought, but you're not going to save that anyway. Very good. So, Vicario needs to save this to keep Spurs in it and take it to sudden death. Here he goes. Oh, what a penalty. What a penalty that was. You don't stay. Mendes, absolutely brilliant. Left-footed and high. You see, he went the same way as Van der Ven, but if you're going to do that, you've got to go high. You can't go low. When high, when low. That's what it comes down to. Left-footed penalty taker. One went high, scored. One went low, missed. Van der Ven. PSG, I tell you what. They've worked for that. And Spurs did make them work.